everyone, welcome back to another video. So, I'm going to start this video by saying thank you to everyone who subscribed to me recently. Not for 1 second, I'm not going to pretend like I don't know where you guys came from. Thank you to Neil and Post to Post for helping me out in my channel. Everyone who's come over from there, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I guess I probably shouldn't try to let you guys down. So today we're going to talk about jerseys because why not? It's my favorite topic. I absolutely love hockey jerseys. I have over 100 and I have 169 right now. And I have a few more on the way, so I'm on the road to 200 hockey jerseys. So anyone who's come over from Neil's channel most recently saw me on the ranking the alternate jerseys from this past season. And that was a lot of fun. That was probably my favorite video that we did while I was there. Mostly positive comments for that one, so I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, well, let's keep it going. So as you can tell by the name or the title of this video, I'm here to talk about ugly jerseys from each particular franchise. Now in the past I've done, I think, the top 15 ugliest jerseys of all time. This one I'm going to do all 30 teams. 31, I'm not going to do Vegas, so I'm only going to do 30 teams. I will include teams like the Nordiques for the Avalanche portion, the Kansas City Scouts or Colorado Rockies with the Devils, Thrashers with the Jets, the old Jets with the Coyotes, so on and so forth. But we'll pretty much get started off with the ugliest jersey in the Anaheim Ducks franchise. Was it really any surprise? 1995 to 1996 they had this. It didn't last too long. It was the Mighty Ducks Wild Wings jersey. One of the things I look at is, would I be embarrassed as a player to wear that particular jersey? And the answer is most definitely yes. The Ducks have not had the perfect jersey history, but all in all, most of their jerseys have fans and people who really like them. If you like this jersey, let me know, because I'd be kind of curious to see if you actually like this one, or if you have it, or if it's in your collection, or if you want it for your collection. But let's be honest, it's pretty ugly. Alright, so up next, I'm going to be doing the Arizona Coyotes / Phoenix Coyotes / Old Winnipeg Jets. And for this one, I'm taking the alternate jersey from 2008 to 2014. The black one that had the leaping coyote on it. I just didn't like the jersey. I didn't like the red helmets with it or the red pants with it. Just not a huge fan of it, personally. There's probably worse ones I could have went with for the Coyotes, but to me personally, this one is my least favorite. Alright, so moving on to the Boston Bruins. This one was an easy one for me. Their alternate jersey from 95 to I think 2006, the Winnie the Pooh jersey. That one is absolutely horrible. Again, as a player, I would be pretty embarrassed to wear this one on the ice. Can't really take it seriously. And I love Bears. You know, they're friggin' awesome. But this jersey just doesn't look very good. They've had Bear logos in the past, since, and they've looked 10 times better than what they have with this Winnie the Pooh jersey. So, for that reason, that is the ugliest jersey in Boston's jersey history. Alright, moving on to Buffalo. This one was not hard at all. The 2013 to 2015 yellow-blue alternate jersey that they had, my God, that thing was ugly. Everything about it except the number kit on the back and how they stylized the C and the A for the captains and alternates was a really cool little feature on the jersey. But taking those aside and just looking strictly at the jersey, this was horrible. Absolutely ugly. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this one. It looks like they're wearing capes. They've had so many good opportunities to do some good alternate jerseys, and they've just never really been able to pull it off, which is really unfortunate. Their Winter Classic jerseys, their 40th anniversary jerseys, fantastic. I personally, I love the Buffalo Slug, so I can't even consider that for this one. But man, that alternate jersey is ugly. I almost actually bought it while I was out in PEI with Neil. Now, if it would have been a little bit better of a price, I probably would have bought it. But yeah. They were still wanting like $100 for it, and I'm not willing to pay that for that ugly-ass jersey. Alright, so if you watched me and Neil rank the third jerseys for the Adidas for this past season, you'll know he absolutely loved the Calgary Flames retro heritage throwback jersey, whatever you want to call it. And I really hate it. I don't know what it is. Not a fan whatsoever. So I have to put that one in this one for ugliest jerseys. But I will add a second one almost. The alternate jersey from 2013, I think, to... When did they get rid of it? 2016 maybe? The one that had like the Calgary word mark on the front. I hated that jersey. I thought it was really ugly. The Western style jersey. Was not a fan of it when they had it. I was very happy that it was gone. Unfortunately, they replaced it with one that I also really hate. So I don't know what Calgary's doing to me here. I do live in Calgary. I'm not a huge Flames fan, but I don't dislike them. So hopefully they'll do better with the third jersey the next time around. Alright, so the Carolina Hurricanes, I actually happen to have the ugliest jersey that they've ever had. This one right here. This was just absolutely horrible. I think this is a huge downgrade from what they had. And the jersey that they went to after this was a huge upgrade. I think this is just god-awful. Way too much red. I don't know. This is just absolutely awful. There's really nothing else to say, except I hate this jersey. I'm happy to have it in my collection. Having said that though, I still hate it. It's ugly. Alright, up next is Chicago. Now with Chicago, it's interesting because they really haven't changed their design a whole lot. So there's not really a whole lot to choose from. I could pick something from like the 30s or 40s or whatever. But, why? I think they look pretty cool. They're old school. I don't really hate any of them. I never saw any of them actually on the ice to be played in, so I can't really hate on them too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their current Adidas jersey. While I'm filming this, their new ones have not been released for the upcoming season. So I'm just going to take the ones that they had from the first 2 years of the Adidas hockey jerseys. That collar that they have is absolutely horrible. You can take the red or the white. They're both just god-awful with that collar. Their new jerseys are apparently going to be the exact same, except just a different collar. So they're fixing the problem. So for that reason alone, that should tell you that this is probably one of the ugliest jerseys that Chicago has ever had. Even though it's such a minor detail in it, it makes a big, big difference. Clearly because the Blackhawks are fixing the problem. So there is that. So with the Avalanche, there's not a whole lot to choose from here. I really like almost all of these jerseys. So this one was hard for me to pick because honestly I really like all of them. So I'm going to pick the 2007 to 2017 road jersey, the white one. Normally I like the white jerseys better. This is not one of those cases. I do prefer their burgundy red one, home one, compared to this one. Yeah, the white one, I do like it. But in compared to all their other jerseys that they've had in their history, this one just was at the bottom. And I don't feel like Avalanche fans would even disagree with that one on this point. Columbus, a team that hasn't been around for that long and hasn't done a whole lot of different jersey, designs. So I'm going to take their inaugural away jersey, which would eventually become their home jersey. I'm talking about this horrible one. I don't like it. I don't like the shoulder logo. I don't like the main crest logo. The striping on it I don't really like. I don't mind the white version of it. I think the white one actually kind of looks pretty good. But the blue one I'm just not a fan of. Their current look that they have right now is a lot better. And I don't know. I think they did a smart move and they upgraded. So yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so with Dallas, this one was a slam dunk for me. Their alternate jersey that they introduced in 2008, which would eventually become their road jersey. It was the white one that just had Dallas written across the chest like that. I hated it. I really didn't like it at all. I like the black version of that, the one that had... I'll just show you. I really like this one. The white version of this... I did not like. I did not like the white one that said Dallas. The white one, when the Reeboks originally came out, the white one had the star on the jersey. and I really like that one. So I was kind of disappointed when they switched it out and just replaced it with a white version of this. So for me, that is the ugliest jersey in Dallas Stars history. The Moodorous has nothing on that. Alright, so with Detroit, kind of like Chicago, they haven't changed a whole lot throughout their history. I mean, you know, I think the 40s they had something kind of unique with the white jersey. Pretty much just the exact replica of their red jersey, just inverted with white. Then they eventually went to those sleeves that we all know and love today. Sometime, I think in the 80s, they had a weird different fonts, like number kit on the back. So there's really not a whole lot of changes that has happened to the Red Wings. So this one was a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to pick their current road jersey in the Adidas version. I think the collar looks a little weird. Super nitpicky, but Detroit is absolutely beautiful look. And there's really not a whole lot to find wrong with any of their jerseys. But I am trying to pick one from every team, so I'm just going to say the Adidas road jersey. Alright, so this is where you guys are going to hate me. The Edmonton Oilers. I know the Oilers fans and even non-Oiler fans absolutely love the royal blue jersey. The one, you know, they won with Gretzky and Messier and Yari Curry and Grant Fuhr and Paul Coffey. They would eventually bring it back in the mid-2010 era-ish. And that would eventually become the home jersey once again. Made a lot of people happy. They went to orange, which made a lot of people not happy, and then they brought back the royal blue as an alternate throwback jersey for this past season with the Adidas version. I hate that jersey. The royal blue jersey, I am so sick of seeing it. I think it's ugly. I don't like the blue and the orange together. I like blue, I like orange. I just don't think it works particularly well with them. I don't know. Call me crazy. But yeah, I think it's just awful. Very unpopular opinion, but I actually love their orange jersey right now. Their current home jersey. I hope they keep that for a while. Alright, so with the Florida Panthers, this one was quite difficult. Honestly, I liked all of them. Every jersey that the Panthers have ever worn, I've really liked. Even their ones that they had in 2007 when the Reebok Edge came in and they had like the piping on the sides. I absolutely love those ones. A lot of fond memories of watching the Panthers play in those ones. Richard Zednik, Olli Jokinen. Good times. Even the blue alternate one that was really weird that had the jet blue on it, I actually quite like that one too. So, honestly, I'm just going to pick their current home jersey. So, with the Panthers home jersey right now, I really can't find any fault with it. I really like it. I preferred their older look over it, so maybe that's why I'll put it in this spot, but honestly, I still really like it, so... Yay, Florida. Okay, with the LA Kings, everyone loves the purple and yellow, including myself, except from 1980 to 1988. Their purple and yellow jersey with the shoulder striping, I really don't like. Their original look that they had in 1967 all the way up until, when did I say, 1980. I really like that. So, I don't know, it's a small little detail. But it's a completely different jersey. I really just don't like it. This is the one that Luke Robitaille would have wore really early on in his career. In the mid-2000s, they brought it back as a throwback jersey for a couple games here and there. I think in 2003 or something. I don't know. Just not a fan. Okay, with the Minnesota Wild, again, not a whole lot to choose from. So I'm taking the white jersey from 2010 to 2013. Now in 2007, up until 2013, the white jersey really didn't change, except in 2010, they just switched out the shoulder logo. I thought the old shoulder logo was so much better. I really quite liked it. The logo that they switched to, I thought it was boring. I thought it was kind of ugly. I'll put the pictures up here for you guys to take a quick look at. As you can see, the jersey is completely identical. They're completely the same. Just the shoulder patch has changed. Such a small detail, but one that makes a big difference in my opinion, and I just don't like it as much. Having said that, though, the Wild are a team that I pretty much like all their jerseys, so it was I had to pick something to step up and be the ugliest jersey in Wild history. Alright, so the Montreal Canadiens, this one was, I think, the hardest one on the list. To be completely honest, I didn't hate the barbershop one, but I'm going to put that here. I've been going back and forth on this one all day almost, to be honest. And I feel like it's the right thing to do is to put the barbershop one. They only wore it one game when they brought it back in their centennial season in 2009. And people hated it. I think this would be really cool to get it for my collection, or anyone's collection, to be completely honest. But man, I can see why people really don't like this one. And it was hard to watch the game, to be honest. It's not something I would want to watch on a full-time basis. It was hard to watch. I was getting a bit of a headache, so I completely understand why people hate this. And remembering that made me put it there. But like I said, to have it in my collection and wear it just as the jersey itself, I think would be really cool. But yeah, it's really ugly. I'm not going to lie. All right, so the Nashville Predators. Everyone hated their Adidas jerseys when they came out, pretty much. They really grew on me. I really wasn't a huge fan of them when I first saw them as well. I almost put them there, and then I remembered I actually like them. So what jersey don't I like from the Nashville Predators? Their original yellow jersey, the mustard yellow jersey from 2001 till 2007. Man, that thing is ugly. Everything about it, I think is just terrible. I don't really like the logo on the front. The number bar is pretty much the same, I think, as their home and away jersey for that time. Yeah, I just think it's really ugly. That shade of yellow is disgusting. I don't feel like too many people will disagree with me on that one. Alright, so the New Jersey Devils. They really haven't changed a whole lot, so there's, again, not a whole lot to choose from. But I have to go with the red jersey from 82 to 92. I think that's horrible. I don't hate the white one. I don't like the white one that they had. The red one is just so ugly. The Christmas colors just don't look good for the New Jersey Devils. I much prefer this look or this look over whatever they had back in the 80s. I know people aren't a huge fan of this particular one. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I absolutely love this right here. But I would take either of these over their red and green part of their history. Black and red is so much more devilish than green and red. So they made a smart move going to red and black. Fight me on it. Alright, so with the New York Islanders, I don't like this jersey at all. I think this is their worst jersey in their history. They've had some interesting jerseys, to say the least. This one, though, takes the cake for me. Their black jersey that they had after this, the Brooklyn style one, I didn't mind that one. I absolutely love their alternate jersey that they have now. It's one of my favorites. And honestly, I didn't mind the Fisherman jersey. So this one was an easy decision for me. Having said that, I'm very happy to have it in my collection, though. Moving on to New York Rangers. Alright, so moving on to my favorite team, the New York Rangers. This one was really easy for me as well. From 76 to 78, they had brought in the jerseys from Winnipeg, except they just switched out the logos. It's ugly. I think the crest on the front is a cool idea. Having said that, though, the New York Rangers with just the word mark going down the jersey, that's the Rangers look that everyone knows and loves, and I don't think they should switch that up. I think an alternate jersey with a crest on the front would be cool. But yeah, these jerseys that they had in the 70s, there's a reason they only lasted 2 seasons. They're ugly. They were ugly for the Jets, and they're ugly for the Rangers. No creativity points whatsoever. They just, literally, John Ferguson, when he came to the New York Rangers from the Jets, he literally just took the jersey with him and switched out the logo. So, no creativity whatsoever. Come on, guys. Alright, so with the Senators, this one was, again, super easy to pick. Their alternate jersey from 2008 to 2011 just says Sens. Why? Ottawa, what were you doing? Tampa, I'll get to you in a bit. But whoever came up with the idea to put your nickname, or your shortened version name, whatever you want to call it, it's awful. Come on, guys. Thank God Pittsburgh didn't put Pens on a jersey. Or Caps. Oh, wait, Washington. You did. Yeah. The jersey itself, the striping and everything, I don't hate it. It's kind of interesting. But my God, that blows my mind. If anyone really likes that jersey, let me know. I'm really curious as to why you would like it. Genuinely, I'd be curious to know why you'd like it, if anyone does. Okay, so the Philadelphia Flyers. They had quite a few to pick from. This one I had a little bit hard time narrowing it down to which one I really didn't like the most. But I was able to do it. So I think, what was it, 2012, they played in a Winter Classic against New York Rangers. And in 2014, they brought back that jersey as like their third jersey. I hated it. The cream color on it, the black shoulder, I just really don't like it whatsoever. I have no desire to add it to my collection. It's just so ugly. I know that one is quite loved in Philadelphia and by Flyers fans. Mika, I know you really like that one. But boy, oh boy, I really don't. Oh well. Okay, the Pittsburgh Penguins. I absolutely love 95% of the Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys that they've had throughout their history. They've gone through a bunch of different looks and a bunch of different jerseys. I know everyone really hated this particular style that's hanging up right here. I know people didn't really like the Robo Penguin look that they had in the late 90s, early 2000s. I also know people really didn't like the baby blue jerseys that they had. So, having said that though, I think there's something for everyone at some point in Pittsburgh's jersey history. Having said that though, I picked the Stadium Series jersey from this past season against the Flyers. Just the two colors, the black and the yellow. I really don't like it. It's just boring. I don't really hate too many Pittsburgh jerseys. Even this one, I don't hate it, but it's far from me loving this jersey or even really liking this jersey. Having said that though, I wouldn't mind getting this one in my collection. I think it would be a cool jersey to get. Alright, we're talking about the Stanley Cup champions now. The St. Louis Blues, they've had an absolutely beautiful jersey history as well. So this one was a little bit harder, and I'm taking the blue jersey from 87 to 94. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. According to NHL Uniforms.com or whatever it's called, which is a great website, by the way. It says the jersey went a few minor changes. The name plate on the back and the logo at some point got a little rounder or something, I think it said, when I was reading it. But yeah, the yellow stripe is just too big, I think, for me on that particular jersey. Again, I don't hate it. St. Louis has got some really nice jerseys. Alright, so the San Jose Sharks, again, they've had a lot of great looking jerseys, and this one I still really actually quite like, but I had to pick something. I'm taking their home jersey from 2007 to 2013. I don't hate the white version of that, but I like the teal version less, if that makes any sense. Again, it's a nice jersey. Just not a huge fan. I absolutely love their look that they had prior to that. I love their look that they had when they first came into the NHL, and I really like the look that they have now. So process of elimination left that particular era as the least favorite. And I like the teal version less than the white version, so there you have it. That's how my brain works. Math, carry everything, everything adds up. I just don't like it. Moving on. Okay, Tampa, here we are. Everyone hates the new third jersey for whatever reason. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite in my collection that I have, and I absolutely think it's gorgeous. My comments about liking that jersey in Neil's video got me some flack. I understand it. I guess I get why people don't like it. But it's not the worst jersey they've ever had. 2014 to 2017, their Bolts jersey, the black one, it's just so ugly. The one that they had prior to that, the Bolts blue one, while it was still horrible that it said Bolts, the jersey itself, the striping was super nice, and the jersey itself was really, actually really quite nice. But man, they dropped the ball switching over to the black one. I think it's cool that Tampa has a black third jersey. When they announced that they were having it, I was like, thank God, they're getting rid of the Bolts, and they're bringing out a black jersey. It'll be really nice. Man, I was wrong. They just made a simple black jersey with a couple little stripes, and put the word Bolts back on the front. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. My God. I guess with each new third jersey, there just gets less and less stripes, as you can see by their current third jersey, which is beautiful. Okay, Toronto. This one will probably get me a little bit of hate too. Honestly, probably any jersey I said at this point for the Toronto will get me hate. The jersey from 1972 to 1992. The Daryl Sittler era, I just did not like that jersey. Daryl Sittler deserved a better jersey. Let's be honest. I'm going to take the blue one. I like white jerseys typically better. This is no exception. I like the white one a little bit better. I still think both are ugly. Toronto has absolutely some beautiful jerseys in their history, and they're currently wearing beautiful jerseys, so there is that. Yeah, the Daryl Sittler era jerseys, just don't like the striping. I don't like the logo on it. Like I said, I know whatever jersey I was going to pick here is probably going to get me a little bit of flack, but that's the one I really just hate. Okay, Vancouver. Vancouver, kind of like Pittsburgh, has a little bit of everything for everyone. You could probably take almost anyone and have a valid argument why it's the ugliest jersey they've ever had. I'm going to take just the flying V. The black flying V I think is ugly. And I don't think Vancouver fans will necessarily argue with that. It is a hot jersey to try to collect, if that makes any sense. A hot button item to collect. We'll go with that. Other than that, it's just ugly. There's really no good, nice things to say about it. I would be embarrassed to wear it as a player, so I think for that reason alone, it has to be their ugliest jersey in franchise history. Alright, so up next, the Washington Capitals. If you watched the video with me and Neil talking about his favorite alternate jerseys, you'll know he was a big fan of the Washington Capitals' current alternate jersey. I hate it. So from 1974 to 1995, this was their primary jersey. I believe it would have been the road jersey at that point in time. I really just don't have anything nice to say about it. I know it's beloved by Capitals fans. I grew up watching this, the Eagle jersey that they had, with Yager wearing it, with their 97, was it? Run to the Stanley Cup Final, 97 or 98. I can't remember. I just really loved those old jerseys that they had in the 90s. The one that Alex Ovechkin scored his famous goal in, I thought those were absolutely beautiful. The jerseys that they have now for their home and away jersey, the ones that they won the Stanley Cup in, I actually quite like those ones as well. But that alternate jersey and their old jersey, nothing nice to say about it, so I'm just going to move on to the Jets. Alright, so with the Winnipeg Jets, this will include the Atlanta Thrashers jersey history in it. And will I be taking the Thrashers jersey? No. I like all the Thrashers jerseys. And to be honest, I actually really like all the Winnipeg jerseys that they have. Having said that, I'm just going to take their current road jersey that they have right now. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I still quite like it a lot. The only reason I'm taking the white one is I just don't like the blue on the shoulder. I kind of wish I was just all white and just have the striping on the arms. I think that'd be kind of cool. But having said that, I honestly I wouldn't really change the jersey. I quite like it a lot, so. But as far as picking ugly jerseys, I absolutely loved all the Thrashers ones, so I can't really pick any of those. Like I said, I really like 99% of what the Jets have done. So. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I know it's probably a little bit of a longer video. But I feel like you guys kind of have a better understanding of what jerseys I just absolutely hate. I promise not all my videos are this negative. I hope not. And yeah, I really really honestly appreciate everyone who's come over in the last little bit and started subscribing and watching my videos. That's awesome, but you know, I gotta put in the work now, so Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.